Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the Bluegrass State, but blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jayhawks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a first down play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Give to Brown. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Shuck. It's complete on the right side. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Hit as he throws. Can't. He took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Quick strike complete. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Going to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Cardinals have taken it inside the 20. Running the red zone, it's Brown. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Snagged in the middle, it's Lacy. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on him.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Fires left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Hard running there. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Looking to throw it again. Snags it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man quickly.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a lead.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Finds his big tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Got some room to run. And stampeding through the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Lacey. Still on his feet. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Still looking, on the move. And the quarterback is snowed under. The Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. And they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
And I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, and you riled yourselves up, and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to run it. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. To the air. It's Daniels. Flushed out of the pocket. Lost. The defense is wide open. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. The Jayhawks are rolling down the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes it. Rolls it in. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the...
Got a lot of running room. Powers through. They'll bring him down, but... Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the offense on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Neal. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. He's right on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they march the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. first down here for the offense. Now they'll try the right side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Working that left side now. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got him. A quick tackle made. Ready for the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
The aerial assault continues. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. They went for 2, hoping to vault on top, but they're still sitting a single point behind. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays. You get...
Oh, look out! And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk!
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Floating away. He's turning it loose into the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Touch pass on the jet sweep.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
And the Gamecocks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He leaves it with his back. Trucks through the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! What a catch and run for 6. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. Touch pass on the run. He will be stopped short. The 2-point conversion attempt is no good, and their bid to tie also goes by the boards. They're still down 2. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a... He'll take the deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Jayhawks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Caught close to the marker, it's Sanders. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Going to try to get it himself. Strong, firm tackle. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. They'll try to get it through the air, using the quick game. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks are on the move. To the air, it's Sellers trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On second down, just keeps firing. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the ball squirted out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Throws to the wideout.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Using his legs to buy some time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They want to throw it. Getting some heat. Slips away. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. To the air, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and they now lead by a touchdown, a 6-point edge. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Feeling some heat. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Dropping back, it's Sellers. The throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's just steamrolling his way through. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. He's looking to pass. Quickly complete. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. He wants to pass it on second down. Got it in the middle with Sanders. Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. A first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Going for a big play right off the bat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They'll line up for a second down play. Now they'll run the draw. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
They go to the draw. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish the run on their first 3 plays of the game in their own end.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
They'll run it from the gun. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. The quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Lining up to convert third down. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Gonna let it fly. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, I love the job by the coach. Defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wants to throw. It's Leonard. Quickly to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give to the tailback. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Might be looking to run. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab behind the line. It's locked.
Well, the offense on 3rd down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. Today, we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. The 20. Touchdown, Irish. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. First down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. LSU right back to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on 4th down from their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
All wideouts, no backs. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. LSU quick to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Looking to convert, LSU comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to take a shot. And he hauls it in at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They want to just keep throwing it. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Leonard. Got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, but I'm trying to put some points in.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the grab at the 30. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that, but sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting.
He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Buys a little time with his feet. At the 35, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. He lets it fly. And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
And tackled there by the defense.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks. But I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
Absolutely perfect. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for room. It's Durham. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Escapes the sack. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
1st down here for the offense. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To throw, it's Leonard. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals. Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it out quickly. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He finds his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. Unleashes one. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Scrambling away. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative and you're going to hand the football over and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
Looking for a man. It's Leonard. Throws for the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He's got it.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown and keep the kicker on ice. Quarterback sneak for the touchdown.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Scanning the field, it's Leonard. He's got his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They're going to throw it again. Fires to the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Caught near the sticks. It's Mitchell. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard. Yeah,
and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He's looking for a man on second down. Gets rid of it. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
With the catch, it's Durham. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Starting to feel a little pressure. Makes the catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. LSU quick to the line. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Forced out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Notre Dame right back to the line. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Flips it out to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. They're bringing heat. Quarterback extends the play. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way.
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Complete downfield. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Evans. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Fast motion from the offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content.